A lot of the time, I feel like a fucking puppet. As if my brain is like the master and me and like every day, I'm just a goddamn puppet. Like, that's just how I feel. I honestly sit back and like get so mad at myself over the way that my brain controls me and the way that my brain um, has everything over me and everything against me. And I just, I sit back and I try to think about certain things every single day that my brain controls. And it's almost like when I'm with people or if I'm around people, one of the big things that I notice that I do is if I'm, talking about something, might be something that I am enjoying or like maybe something that makes me happy or something that I feel like I might be somewhat knowledgeable about. I could start talking about that, and then all of a sudden my brain yanks me back, and it's as if they're trying to tell me like, shut the fuck up, no one gives a shit what you're trying to say. Like, that's exactly what my brain will tell me, and I will quiet down. I will say like I will think like, you're right, like my brain is right. And I feel like the older I get, that the more that some of that stuff is prevalent, with always just thinking and feeling like I'm a puppet, like I'm a shell of a person, and my brain is just directing me around and controlling everything that I do and controlling everything. Like, I have always felt like I've been different than my brain. Like, my brain and me are two different things, two different people, two different entities, two different anything. And my brain does all the controlling. It does all of the execution and everything in a day-to-day life, in a day-to-day thing. Like I said, I could be doing things. I could be. There's so many times where I try to talk to people and my brain will just say like, don't say anything, you're going to sound like an absolute idiot. Like, it'll yank me back. Like, my someone could say something to me, like, I know I said this in one of the other videos kind of, but people will say stuff to me, literally just like normal conversational stuff, and my brain will say like, don't respond to them. Like, if you're going to respond, just say yeah, just smile, just carry on with your day, because they don't give a shit what you have to say in return. They don't care what you're trying to say. So I will. I've always thought that I almost feel like I'm like a recorder, like I'm a, what, you guys know what I'm talking about, whenever you have like those little things in front of you and there's like four or five different little buttons, and you hit one of them and it's the same thing over and over. Like, I'm a little toy, like I'm a puppet, and I say the same things over and over again. If I'm in public and I'm talking to someone and someone asks me a question, I will respond with like the same three or four things every single time. It's either yeah, it's either a smile, it's either a little chuckle that kind of like, like I'm on my way, I'm leaving this, whatever the hell's going on right here, this conversation. Or I will usually say like, right on, or I don't know, nothing big, nothing like, I don't carry on the conversation, because my brain will always say like, they don't care what you're trying to say. Even if someone tries to show that they care, like, my brain will always tell me they don't give a fuck. And that goes for everything. That might be, I don't know, hypothetically, if like some of my friends, or like if people try to invite me out. For one, I obviously would not want to go a lot of the time, because I'm just so, okay, I guess my video just cut out, but what I was saying is, if people try to invite me out, and a lot of the time I would not go, because I am, one, just too depressed to even be in a situation like that. But I also, my brain is telling me all the time that if you do say no, they don't care anyways. They're only inviting you because they either, one, feel bad, or even if they do care to see you, like, it's not going to change their day if you don't, type of thing. Like my brain will literally like yank me back. And if there is times where I am genuinely happy, like I noticed this with my girlfriend. Like if there's times where like we are like maybe talking about something, or I don't know, watching a movie or doing something that we both enjoy together, there is genuinely times where like I can feel a little light of happiness, and my brain immediately yanks me back and is like, you're you're having too much fun, like this, you're not supposed to. You're not allowed. And the same thing happened a few months ago whenever I was doing the Twitch stuff. And I know I mentioned this one other time, but we were having some really good months. Like, I know it's not all about this, but like bringing in good money, and it was really helping support me and do what I needed to do on an everyday thing. And there was a few months where we made some good money, and I can remember like my brain, I know I've talked about this before, but I always think about this. My brain would look at me, or not look at me, but like yank me back and say like, you're having too much success right now for what you're allowed to have. And I can remember the day whenever I was talking to my mother, and she asked me how things have been going on Twitch, and I remember saying like, I can remember my eyes watering. Like I can remember almost about to cry, because I was like thinking like they are going good. But at the same time, my brain was yanking me back and saying like, don't tell them you're being successful right now. You don't deserve that. And I've always sat here and wondered, how the hell can you even like turn that off? How the hell can I tell my brain to shut up? There's times where I've tried to talk to other people about that, or I've even brought it up to like my therapist in the past. Like, what can I do that makes it so I can like not let my brain control me? And I just feel like I've never got a real answer, or never a full answer. It's always like, oh, you just tell it to shut up, or like you just don't listen to it. It's like, I can't not listen to what my brain is doing to me. My brain overrides everything. Like I can't repeat words and it changes what my brain does or controls. I can't sit here and write something over and over and over again and it somehow change the way that my brain does anything. And I know it kind of correlates with that other video that I did about how the hell do you build confidence when your brain is just completely tearing you down all the time, and no matter what you try to do positively, your brain will always perceive it in a bad way. Like I genuinely have never, like I feel like anything positive that I ever do or say about myself, like my brain, like that's not how I feel. That's not how my brain makes me feel. Like my brain, like the chemicals in my brain, the whatever the hell it is controlling everything in the rest of my body in the way that I feel genuinely deep down inside, and that controls my everyday stuff and the way I carry myself and everything that I do. And that is all from nothing about anything good. That is all from just negative thinking and just being so down on myself. And I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to like incorporate anything that changes my brain. I've tried like so many medications. I don't know if it has to rewire the chemicals. I don't know what, but it's like I've said, my brain uses me as a goddamn puppet. I can genuinely feel the pullback as if I'm on strings when something like that happens. Like I said, it could be in a social situation. It could be anything. And I, the freeze up type of thing, and my brain just yanks me back. Any type of positive thing that could ever happen, people might compliment me or whatever, my brain would immediately like yank me back and say like, almost like the like people sitting on your shoulder type of thing, or like this guy, like he literally, like my brain literally yanks me back, puts its arm around me and whispers in my ear and says, "Don't listen to what the fuck they're trying to say. They're only saying that like for any like, for no reason." They don't mean what they're trying to say. If they're saying anything positive about you, they don't mean what they're trying to say. And so like I would just say like, "Oh, thank you," and then like move on. Have no full belief on what they're actually saying. And it is extremely exhausting. I don't know. I try to come on here and I just want to talk about what I'm thinking, and when I feel a certain way, I just want to fire up the camera and talk about how I'm feeling and what's going on in my mind at the moment. In a way, I hope I can look back on some of these and eventually maybe say like, you know what? I'm better than I was then, but it also scares me to maybe think about looking back on some of these and say like I'm worse. And like I said before, the last 10 years of my life, 12 years of my life, I just feel like every single year gets worse.